Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Kelli Sappenfield. And tonight we're going to talk about checking in and renewing our goals. And I'm going to give you some ideas on how to do this the most productive way. I'm a spiritual visioneer and a fifth generation metaphysician. And my goal is to make your life the absolute optimal life that it can be by tuning in, tapping in, and turning on all your powers, all your available things so that you can get the life you want. It is so important that not only that you work with spirit, but that you also work with what you have innately. So let's think about it. Here we are, a little bit into spring now. And it's time to really check back in and say, okay, what are my goals this year? And where have I gotten in achieving them? Are you on track? Have you not even started? Did you not even make goals? Stop and think for a minute. What is it when the clock strikes midnight, January 1st, 2019, what is it that you want to say, I accomplished this year? Picture yourself from that point. What do you want your life to be like New Year's Eve? And then say, okay, that's what I want. How do I get it? And you might say, I have absolutely no flipping clue how to get my goal accomplished. That's actually a good thing, because that means you're stretching yourself and your goal is big enough that you have to grow into it, and you have to learn, and you have to research, and that's what you want. There's nothing wrong with having small little goals that, okay, today I'm going to get my to-do list done. That's a small, very easily accomplished little goal. But I'm talking about the goals that make you live the life of your dreams. And once you have that goal and you say, okay, on New Year's Eve, this is what I want. This is what I want my life to be. This is my main goal. These are maybe a couple of other goals I would really like to have in place come New Year's Eve. Then you take each goal and you say, okay, we've got 8 months of the year left. What are the 8 main things that have to be accomplished for me to get this goal accomplished by New Year's Eve? So you take and you break that down by 8. And then you take each of those 8 goals and you break them down by 4, because there's 4 weeks in each month. And then you take those 4 weeks of goals and you break them down into 5 days. Give yourselves 2 days of rest or 2 days of catch up each week. You don't have to work every single day and burn yourself out and become overwhelmed. And that's just it. We do become overwhelmed when the goal is so big, we don't know how to accomplish it, and it's so far reaching out there that we have no idea, so we just throw our hands up and don't do anything because we're so overwhelmed. We don't want to be that way. We want to be accomplishing them. So divide it up. Get those weekly, daily to-do lists out there. It may take you a few hours. It may take you a few days. That's okay. Because really and truly, you have 8 months and a couple of weeks until New Year's Day. So let's get it done. Get your planning done and over this next few days and start checking things off. When you start checking things off daily, weekly, monthly, your self-worth, your self-esteem, your confidence, everything, your joy, everything increases because you're doing it. You're doing what you need to do to create the life that you want, to accomplish your goals. Now, sometimes your goal could be, I want to lose 10 pounds. Sometimes your goal could be, I want to save $50,000 by the end of the year. Sometimes your goal could be, I want to save $100 by the end of the year. Sometimes your goal can be, I want to write a book. I want to open a business. Whatever it is. Or I just started this business, and by the end of the year, I want this business to be worth X amount of money. I want so many clients, so many email lists, people on my email list, and I want to be rocking it in this business, whatever that business is, whether it's selling clothes, selling services, a plumber, I don't care what it is. Make your big goal, then divide it up. And when you divide it up, you realize it's doable. And some of those things you may not know how to do. If one of your goals is to write a book, you may have absolutely no clue about the publishing world. That was me a few years ago. What I had to do, I had to learn the publishing world. It was part of making my dream come true. It was part of agreeing with Spirit what I was here to do. And so you do it. And one publisher I know, he's like, you've got to build this thing called a platform. When he explained to me what a platform was, I was like, you've heard of the F word? Now we've got a P word. Because I had no clue what to do to build a platform. And I was like, writing the book was the easy part. The publishing part was the thing that kicks you until you learn it. And so now it's a joke. But at the time, it was a stretch, and I had to learn, and I had to grow, and I'm so thankful that I did that. Because if you just stay where you are existing, that's when Spirit comes and says, you're not supposed to be here existing. You're supposed to be here learning and growing and experiencing life and living the life of your dreams. And they're going to knock you on your shoulder and say, hey, it's time to get busy. It's time to reassess. So when we take a moment and we reassess ourselves and we bring in Spirit and say, okay, what are my goals? What do I really want to accomplish? How do I do this? And write it down on paper. Don't just have it in your head, because that's not going to do you diddly squat. Write it down on paper. There's a hand-mind connection, one, that you engage in whenever you write it down. That's why journaling is so important. There is also, when you have it written down, you can go and physically check off the things when you get them done. And that is huge. Now, some people like to have spreadsheets on the computer. That's great. Make a spreadsheet. But first, write it down longhand. Create that connection between hand and mind. And then make your spreadsheet and go for it. Make the most gorgeous spreadsheet you've ever seen, if that's your thing. But you've got to make your goals. You've got to write them down. I'm telling you, you want to live the life of your dreams. This is key. This is essential. This is how you do it. Sometimes then as you're going along, all of a sudden this huge door will open up. And Spirit will bring in something that you couldn't even have imagined. Just like all of a sudden, I'm living in Abu Dhabi. 2 years ago, if you were to come up to me and said you're going to live in Abu Dhabi, I'd be like, excuse me? Why would I be living in Abu Dhabi? That's not even on my radar. But Spirit opened the door for my husband and I, and it's been phenomenal. So you have to be willing to go where Spirit leads you. But at the same time, be walking your path. Be marching down that road, claiming your life, claiming your dreams, and doing it with the utmost potential. I really hope this helps. I'd love to see in the comments below what your goals are, how you broke them down. If you have any questions, ask. ask. I'll be checking back in and answering questions. And then share this video so other people can rock their dreams and set their goals and accomplish amazing things and have a fabulous life, because that's what this is all about. In the meantime, take care. I am getting ready to get on a plane and head to the United States. And so if you're there, I hope I see you. And if not, I'll see you back here on Facebook Live and YouTube. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.